everyone, welcome back. Let's do a new type of numbers today, automorphic numbers. Sometimes people do call them circular or curious numbers. So what are automorphic numbers? To understand that, first let's look at some examples. If I take number 5. Now, 5 square gives us 25. You can see the square ends in the number itself. Take 6. 6 square gives us 36. The square ends in 6 itself. Take number 25. 25 square gives us 625 and the square ends in the number 25 itself. So, numbers whose square ends in the number itself are called automorphic numbers. But this phenomena holds for other powers too. So there is a general definition and we'll come to that later on. Here you saw 5, 6, 25, they all were at base 10. We had the numbers in decimal representation. But such a phenomena can also happen when we take other bases too. So there is a general definition. A number in base B is called automorphic if its powers end in the number itself. We use decimal representation in our day-to-day life. So here we will stick to base 10. Now, if you take base 10, let's look at the definition once again. When the square of a number ends in the number itself, it's called automorphic. So the word automorphic is generally used when we are squaring the number. Our numbers can be single digit, two digit, three digit, dash, dash, dash. So let's look at some examples. When you square 0, you get 0. And you see the number ends in 0 itself. Take 1 square, you get 1. The last digit is 1. Take 5 square, you get 25. As you saw earlier, the last digit is 5. If you take 6, number ends in 36. Last digit is 6. Take 25 square, you get 625. Number ends in 25. Take 76 square, you get 5776. Number ends in 76. So they can be 2 digit, 3 digit, any number of digits. Let's cube the numbers. So now if you take 0 cube, you get the last digit as 0 of the number. When you take 1 cube, you see you get 1. Last digit is 1. When you take 4 cube, your cube ends in the number itself. When you take 5 cube, you get 125. Number ends in 5 itself. Take 6 cube, you get 216. Number ends in 6 itself. 9 cube gives us 729. The number ends in 9 itself. When the cube ends in the same last digits as the number itself, it is called trimorphic. So commonly automorphic and trimorphic, these are the two names which are used. Here's another way to define these numbers. Let x be some positive integer in base b and k be the number of digits of x. Then if nth power of x satisfies x to the power n is congruent to x mod p to the power k, we say x is an automorphic number. Let's look at some examples. If we take the base 10, take x to be 6, take n to be 2, that is we are squaring the number, and as x is 6, there is only one digit, k is 1. So now you see the above congruence is satisfied. 6 square is congruent to 6 mod of 10. 6 square is nothing but 36. You can see it is satisfied. Moreover, the square ends in the digit 6 itself. Take b is equal to 10, x is equal to 25, and n is equal to 2. Here you see we have two digits, so k value is 2. You can see 25 square is congruent to 25 mod of 10 square. As 25 square is 625, you can see the number ends in 25 itself. So 25 is an automorphic number. In the first case, 6 was an automorphic number. Let's take some other power. If b is 10, x is 25 and n is 3. Now we are trying to cube and k value is 2 because we have x as 25. You see 25 cube is congruent to 25 mod 10 to the power 2. As 25 cube is nothing but 15625. You see that the above congruence is satisfied, and you can also observe that the last two digits end with the number itself. So our number x is trimorphic. Take another example. If b is 10, x is 76, n is 3 and k is equal to 2, you can see again the above congruence 76 cube is congruent to 76 mod 10 to the power 2. You know that 76 cube is nothing but 438976. You can see this has the last two digits as 76 again. So our number 76 is trimorphic. Now, this means if the number of digits in x is k and if the last k digits of x to the power n are same as those of x, we say that x is automorphic. Few things to note. We can have 1, 2, 3, dash, dash, dash digit automorphic numbers. For n is equal to 2, that is when we are squaring the number x, last digit is always 0, 1, 5 or 6. When we are cubing, that is n is 3, in that case the last digits are always 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. For any base b, 0 and 1 are the trivial solutions. Lastly, we can form automorphic numbers from a known automorphic number by prefixing small automorphic numbers by digits or by dropping first few digits from the left hand side. So what we are saying here is that to 25, if we add 6, prefix it with 6, we get an automorphic number 65. To 76, if you add 3, you are prefixing 3, you get another automorphic number. If to 90625, to this number we add 8, we get a 6-digit automorphic number. If we add 10 to 9376, we get 109376 as an automorphic number. So this is what it meant by either dropping some digits from the left hand side or prefixing some digits to a given automorphic number. We can build more automorphic numbers. The word automorphic has Greek origin. It is made up of two words, auto, which means self, and morphe, which means form or shape. So together they mean self shape. Automorphic numbers are not new. They gained popularity during the 20th century. It all started when in 1942 Morris Kraftcheck gave a 16-digit number in base 10 in his book on mathematical recreation. In 1964, J.A. Hunters published a 17-digit number. Then R.F. Fairbairn afterwards published 100-digit automorphic number in Fibonacci Quarterly. In 1968, Martin Gardner gave a 100-digit number in Mathematical Games column of Scientific American. So how are automorphic numbers formed? Let's say we want to form a 3-digit automorphic number in base 10, which gives same last 3 digits on squaring. So from the definition we had seen, the 3-digit number, if it is x, it should satisfy x square minus x is congruent to 0 mod of 1000 because we're talking of 3 digits. Now, this means that 1000 should divide x square minus x or 1000 should divide x into x minus 1. This implies 1000 either divides x or 1000 divides x minus 1 as x and x minus 1 are co-prime. A prime factor of 1000, let's say it is p, p will either divide x or it will divide x minus 1, but it will not divide both because if it divides both, it will divide their difference also. Now that would mean p divides 1, which is not possible. So the two factors of 1000 which are co-prime, let's say they are a and b, then what are the different cases we will get? First case, x is 0. Now this means 1000 divides x. So a number when cubed will give us 0, 0, 0. This is automorphic. If we take x to be 1, 1000 will divide x minus 1, which implies x cube is 001, last digit is 1. If the two factors are 8 and 125, and if 8 divides x and 125 divides x minus 1, then let's start with 125 divides x minus 1. This would imply that our x is either 001, 126, 251, 376, 501, 626 or 751 or 876. Now, as 125 divides x minus 1, this will imply 8 divides x, but the only multiples of 8 if we see in our list is 376. So if you square 376, we will get 141376, and that is congruent to 1 mod of 125. So in general our x will be 125t plus 1 for different values of t, 0, 1, 2, dash dash dash. Now let's come to the case when 125 divides x. X should be a multiple of 125. So x can only be 0, 0, 0, 125, 250, 375, 500, 625, 750 or 875. 5 just because we are taking 3-digit numbers. Now 8 should divide x minus 1 in that case. So you can see x minus 1 are 124, 249, 374, 499, 624, 749 and 874. We've just subtracted 1 from these numbers. Or it means x is congruent to 1 mod 8. So if we take x to be 625, in that case you see 8 divides 624. The only number 8 divides is 624. So our x becomes 625. 625 whole square is nothing but 390625. The last 3 digits are the same as the number 625. The only 3-digit numbers then are 000, 001, 376 and 625. Patterns are followed by these numbers. You can see that when we take 5 square we get 25. 25 square is 625. If you drop the number 6 we get 25. Or you can say we have prefixed 6 to 25 and we get another automorphic number 625. Now from the automorphic number 90625 we can form another automorphic number by adding a 3. If you square 890625 square, you can see that if we drop the numbers 79321, we will get another automorphic number 2890625. Or by adding 1 to 2890625, we get another automorphic number. You can square this and see that the last few digits will be 128900625. So here we were taking numbers ending with 5. Now come to numbers ending in 6. 6 square is 36. 76 square is 5776. Now 376 we've just added 7 to 6. We get another automorphic number 76. If we add 3 to 76, we get another automorphic number 376. So 376 prefix 9. Now we get 9376. Square it. You will get 8790936, which is again an automorphic number. So far, we were prefixing numbers, like we added 7, then we added 3, 9 to the given automorphic numbers. What if you drop 879? We will get 09376. Now add 1 to that. Prefix 1 and square it. We will get 11936, 109376. You get again an automorphic number. Larger automorphic numbers are built by appending digits to smaller automorphic numbers in such a way that it preserves the automorphic property. Most automorphic numbers grow from small seeds like 5, 6, 76, 625, etc. We can generate an automorphic number using Diophantine equations also. Now, what does it mean? It means if we are given an automorphic number x of n digits and we want to form an automorphic number of n plus m digits, we can do that by solving the following. Here, remember, m is the number of digits to be added to grow the number. So, by solving k into 10 to the power n plus x whole square minus k into 10 to the power n plus x is congruent to 0 mod 10 to the power n plus n. Let's take an example which will make it clear. Let us say we start with x is equal to 25 and we want to add 3 more digits. So we take m to be 3 and let us take n to be 2 because our x is 25 and there are 2 digits. K is to be found. So using the above congruence, we write it as k into 10 to the power 2 plus 25 whole square minus k into 10 square plus 25 is congruent to 0 mod of 10 to the power 3 plus 2 m plus n. Now you simplify, you will see we get a quadratic congruence and one of the solutions of this will be k is equal to 906. So this is something which we will add to our given number 25. So what does the number become? It is k into 10 to the power 2 plus 25. K was 906 multiplied by 10 square 00 plus 25, we get 90625. And as I just said, we add 906, the k we got, to or we can say that we are prefixing 906 to 25, the x we had, and this gives us an automorphic number. So we have created a new one. So these new type of numbers which we have seen are quite popular in recreational mathematics, coding challenges, mathematical contests, etc. Now here we had only used base 10. We had used numbers in decimal notation. But with the help of computers, these numbers can be searched or developed through algorithms and other bases too. Thank you for watching. We will be back with a new topic. For detailed notes, practice problems and class lectures, you can visit my website www.profpritibajpai.com.